Another part of, people have said that we're dealing with two pandemics, of course, coronavirus, but also systemic racism. And, you've been in the music industry for so long, and you've been responsible for working with some of the most iconic black artists of today and of yesterday. So I wanted to get your take on how you think the music industry is going to change now that the curtain's been pulled back, and we see that the Grammys, Deb Dugan said they were guilty of being prejudiced against black artists, and also female artists, and we're seeing a lot of movement around systemic racism in entertainment. What's your take on it? Are we going to really see a real change? And do you think that some of the artists that you've worked with in the past that could have been bigger than they were if not for systemic racism?
Look, I think change is in the air. I mean, the examples of real systemic racism are shattering when you hear specific examples. From an overall point of view, when I look, I don't know, at the 80, 90 Grammy nominations for Quincy Jones, when I saw, the great number of nominations for Aretha, for Whitney, for Alicia Keys. So I discovered Whitney, I discovered Alicia. So that Lauryn Hill, there are so many examples involving Herbie Hancock and Chick Corea and so many artists that I don't feel that the track record of Grammys maybe. Clearly, the hip-hop revolution was not immediately recognized. People's tastes don't change. I don't think that the fewer hip-hop nominations, I think that was a culture change. You grew up with big band, you didn't like rock and roll until the Beatles, Dylan, and a few other people came. So that I don't feel, the idea of social prejudice is far greater than what had existed in music, frankly. Can things be better? Without question, they can be better and should be better, and we've got to be vigilant, and I feel change is in the air. The situation of what occurred with, with George and with others that you read about, the idea of all the injustice being done in so many ways with excessive police brutality, that, of course, is paramount. But just to answer your question there, I don't feel there was a lack of awareness as there is. Rock and roll was never embraced as deeply as pop music. It's been a pop music clientele. And then when hip-hop came, it was not as embraced as either rock and roll or pop. But I did finance Puffy. I did start Bad Boy with him. And certainly Top 40 has opened up dramatically. Hip-hop dominates today. Hip-hop dominates Top 40 mainstream. And, and seeing Beyonce and seeing Jay-Z and seeing Kendrick Lamar, I think that that's not the most important examples of racial injustice. There are far more dramatic ones, but every single one of them, in music, out of music, has got to be righted. And change is in the air. I can feel it.